Hey everyone, Pesmori here, and welcome to Trials of Innocence. Whew, finally, it's about to begin. When I took on this case, I never thought it would last 2 days. What made you think that? Luna got up as early as ever, and arrived at the courtroom first, probably because she doesn't want to keep her sister waiting. Fortunately, compared to yesterday, when I knew nothing about the case, I now have a loyal helper. This bitch. Of course. Boss? Huh, speak of the devil. Oh my god. I'm counting on you for everything for today. I'm counting on you for everything today. Huh. He suddenly became so cooperative. It's a bit hard to get used to. Please trust me. I'm truly innocent. I'm no barking. Only for Stella. I mean, what? I know. We confirmed that yesterday. But the current evidence is still against you. Today's trial can't allow any mistakes. Understood. I'll shout my support from the mountaintop for you. It's better if you just stay quiet in the defendant's seat. Hello. Luna? Whoa, why are you scaring me? Huh. This time, I won't be startled by you in return. Huh? Speaking of which, what do you think about today's trial, Chief? The key point is, another person was at the scene of the crime when the incident occurred. But we still don't have enough evidence to identify this person. What? Really? But the otaku yesterday gave us a super cool device. As long as we use that Verity Lance, no one can lie in front of us. Naive. Even if it's a police-certified lie detector, using it in court requires a complex verification process. Not to mention this mysterious thing. Moreover, if we bring something that looks like a weapon in this courtroom, it will definitely be confiscated. A dangerous item. What? Is that so? Regarding the assumption of the truth in this case, I do have some ideas, but the opponent is her. The more critical the moment, the more cautious I need to be. Also, I have a subtle sense that the night demon curse shrouding this village is way more complicated than we imagine. Anyway, I believe in you, Chief. Keep your pace and fight with this till the end. The trial for the college student Wolfgang Collifield, accused of murder in the Nightfall Valley, is now reconvening. Defense lawyer Charlie Drake is ready. Prosecutor Stella Ray is also ready. What? What? Oh, sorry. I'm just not used to the prosecutor behaving normally all of a sudden. Ahem. Through yesterday's trial, the defense has proven the possibility of the presence of a third party at the scene. I wonder if both sides have made any new discoveries in yesterday's investigation. we proceed, I want to submit a piece of evidence. The function of the sunglasses with electronic components is now clear. It is a military-grade portable night vision goggles designed to be ordinary sunglasses for mission convenience. Huh. Night vision? Huh. So they are night vision goggles. That's a bit surprising. Your Honor, please allow me to explain. The so-called night vision goggles are equipment that uses active illumination and the infrared light reflected from the target to enable observation at night. If I put them on, I could punch a hole in Mr. Drake even in total darkness. Oh, I see. Why does such a strange metaphor make it easier to understand? I don't know. For the sake of my safety, these night vision goggles must not fall into Prosecutor Ray's hands. Well, if you don't want them, you can give them to me. I mean, wait, what? Did I say that right? Oh great, I didn't say that right. I have a question. If it's a military device, is there a record of its purchaser? Unfortunately, the investigation revealed that both the night vision goggles and the military dagger came from the black market. In other words, even a college student like the defendant could obtain them with little effort. Perhaps the defendant brought the night vision goggles to the scene as an auxiliary tool to ensure a smoother operation at night.
Objection!
Prosecutor, refrain from arbitrarily defining the evidence. As we discussed yesterday, its owner is more likely to be the victim. Objection sustained. Huh. These fancy words mean nothing. I wasn't planning to dip deeply into these goggles anyway. Yesterday, Mr. Drake claimed that the defendant lacked a motive for the crime. Today, the prosecution will punch hardly in this session and completely defeat the defense. Oh, does the prosecution have new witnesses to summon? Shut the hell up! Don't interrupt. Yes. Well, here we go again. Feels like the courtroom has turned into her boxing ring again. Please summon the granddaughter of the village chief, the innocent and naive country girl, Annie Lemon. Is that what she always does? Just describe the witness as they go up on stage? How would she describe me? I don't think it's legal to bring any of that in court. But she's so innocent, how could you refuse? Heck, even the music reflects that. So I bet the guards are like, tea, kettle, you should leave this outside, but the music that is tailing you does suggest you are innocent. Go on right ahead. Type shit. Even in the courtroom she has to bring a lemon tea basket and a complete set of tea utensils. Well, witness, what are you doing? As you can see, brewing tea. The lemon tea is the specialty of our village. Delicious and beneficial to health. I don't care. I'm still not drinking it. I hate tea, by the way. I just heard a lot of people in the lobby. I thought someone might be thirsty, so I brewed a pot of lemon tea. What a kind and lovely girl. Mr. What? Mr. Beard, please. Oh, is it for me? Oh, it smells so good. I'm sorry. To the beautiful lady called Prosecutor, please don't be angry. It's not good for your health. Would you like some lemon tea? Thank you. See? Even she can't refuse! And she was ready to turn the judge into a donut. Please do that to me. I mean, what? Well, well. Facing Annie, even Prosecutor Ray got peaceful. Mr. Lawyer, Sis Luna, and all the ladies and gentlemen in the audience, there's still plenty of lemon tea here. If anyone wants to drink, feel free to come here and get some. Thanks to her, the atmosphere just turned from a boxing ring to a tea party. It's my first time to a place called a courtroom. Hopefully your last, too. I don't know what I should do. Don't be nervous. Just do as I say. First, state your name and occupation. My name is Annie Lemon, and my grandpa is the village chief of Lemon Village. I never left the village, so I guess I don't have an occupation? Good. What do you know about the defendant Wolfgang Caulfield? He's a very interesting guy. I'm not sure if that's a good phrase. He came to our village on the 19th. He told me a lot about the outside world. Did you tell him anything about the victim, Elio Giordano? When we had dinner together, I might have mentioned it a bit. Please testify about this part. That's the first time I've heard about it. I wonder what Prosecutor Ray is up to. Before the incident, Wolfgang and I had dinner together. I was then told him that Mr. Giordano had an argument with Dr. Vincent. I am wondering if Wolfgang thought Mr. Giordano was a bad guy and wanted to stand up for our village. Am I a bad girl? Maybe I shouldn't have casually talked about the village with outsiders. Maybe it was wrong, but just too damn innocent. Why must he be surrounded by such creeps? Later, he said he wanted to go see the moon at night, but I told him not to go out. It would have been better if he had listened. Hey man, there was a supermoon or something. I'd risk getting eaten by a demon for that. Wait, are you saying that the victim had an argument with the village doctor? Yeah, several days ago, Mr. Giordano came to my house. It seemed like he wanted to talk to Grandpa about something. And at that time, Dr. Vincent was also there. The conversation was difficult for me to understand, so I stayed in my room. Later I heard them seemingly quarrel. I was afraid they might fight, so I rushed out to stop them. It has escalated it has escalated to the point of physical fighting. Annie, the content of their argument is critical. Could you recall it? I only heard a little and didn't understand what it meant. It was something like, "You ignorant village doctor. The village chief said he would consider it. Why are you interfering? And, are you a money slave? Do you even deserve to be a scientist?" Or something like that. Order! Order! This is indeed very important testimony. Anyway, Annie's testimony has mentioned a heroism-inspired college student. Wanting to stand up for the villagers is not surprising at all. But in this way, the village doctor who had an argument with the victim also created a motive for committing the crime, didn't he? Oh, nonsense! Having a motive is one thing, but having the opportunity to commit the crime is another. Please think about it with your hands. Hands? There are double security for the villagers. The villagers. The surveillance camera and a curfew. No villager could cross these two barriers and appear at the crime scene in the middle of the night. Although prosecutor's argument makes sense, how am I supposed to use my hands to think about it? Indeed, apart from the defendant, there hasn't been anyone else with the opportunity to commit the crime. It's Alter. Arrest him. Defense, please proceed with your questioning.
Wait a sec.
Miss Lemon, don't blame yourself. Your kindness is evident to all of us. You only spoke the truth. No one could consider you a bad child because of that. Thank you, Mr. Lawyer. Exactly. Such an honest girl like you could never be bad. Good job, Chief. You convinced the judge in an instant. Huh. Idiots. Huh. We unintentionally digressed. Let's get back on track. Man, this song is so great.
Wait a sec.
Why were you having dinner together? Because Wolfgang was a guest in the village. Grandpa's not very agile, so I took care of it on his behalf. Huh. Can you really handle... Lemon Village is not a regular tourist attraction, and there are no restaurants. For the villagers, Wolfgang Cauleyfield, who came to visit, is like a guest. It's only natural to treat him to a meal. We've just started questioning and Sis has already gotten angry. If the lawyer were to visit my home, I would definitely treat you to a hearty feast of fists. Is that a promise? I know what I'm gonna do tonight. Or today. Later. I would never go for my whole life.
Wait a sec.
Did he say it while having dinner? Yeah, Wolfgang said the moon would be beautiful that night, and that he had to see it. So he didn't mention that he would go out at midnight to admire the moon. Should I ask for more details? I especially looked out the window that night, and it was pitch black as usual. There's no moon in sight. Huh.
Wait a sec.
Oh. I forgot to read it.
Wait a sec.
Why did you look out the window? Wolfgang said that the moon that night would be very beautiful, so I wanted to see it too. He was probably referring to the supermoon that night. Before going to sleep, I especially looked at the sky through the window, but it was pitch black outside. I didn't see a thing. Lemon Village is located in a valley surrounded by houses and forests. It's normal not to see the moon. That's true, but it can't be pitch black outside the window, right? Does seem strange. I got the information of the night sky and moonlight by chance. Is it related to the case? Because our village has a curfew rule. I was worried he might encounter the night demon outside.
Wait a sec.
Is the night demon you mentioned like a giant serpent with wings? Yeah, that's what the villagers say about it, though I've never seen it. But what? There's such a thing at the crime scene? Yeah. The night demon killed Giordano. Prosecutor Ray, why has this not been included in the investigation report? It's very common that an unrealistic legend circulate in a secluded village like this. The police didn't find any trace of a giant serpent at the scene. The so-called night demon is just superstition. Ah, I see. I was actually thinking of taking my grandson to see such a creature one day. Then he would say, "Thanks, Grandpa," in the stomach of a night demon. I mean, what a way to go, bro. But I believe in the existence of the night demon. The villagers seem to firmly believe in the existence of a night demon, but it's still unclear whether it relates to the case. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna set it to this because, yeah, it's the correct one.
Wait a sec.
Can you repeat the specific content of the argument? Okay. He said, "You ignorant little bitch. The village chief said that he would consider it. Why are you interfering?" Dr. Vincent said, "Are you a money slave? Do you even deserve to be a scientist?" and stuff like that. Then you went out to stop them. Yes, because I was afraid they might fight. Look what you guys did, man. You made her cry. You made her feel sad. Although Annie usually looks quiet and obedient, it seems she's quite brave in critical moments. Damn straight she is.
Wait a sec.
Why do you think that? Did Wolfgang Caulfield tell you something? No, he didn't say anything about it, but I think he seems to take it to heart. He probably just wanted to show off in front of you. Boys at that age are usually naive. They believe that they would become the embodiment of justice to punish the bad guys. But you also keep saying stuff like, "I'll punch you to dust with the iron fists of justice." During yesterday's trial, the defendant admitted he had sought trouble with the victim. This motive is ridiculous but logical. There's really no room for rebuttal. Luna, what do you think? Annie's eyes are as pure as water. She would not lie, right? Of course not. Even if we don't consider her personality, just analyze it rationally. She has no vested interest in the victim, and she was with the village chief all night of the incident. If she is the murderer, I'm going to not play this game anymore. Straight up. I can't think of any reason to doubt her, even if her testimony is inaccurate. It must not be intentional deception. Better change the angle and ask more questions. Maybe the breakthrough lies in unexpected places. Yes. Like here. Where's the weather report? Ah, there it is.
Objection!
Huh. Miss Lemon, you just mentioned that it was pitch black outside the window on the night of the incident, right? Yes? Lemon Village is not a metropolitan. It's natural not to see anything without street lights. Not to see anything. I doubt that. Loading screen for that? Besides loading artificial lights, there is a natural blessing that guides us in the darkness. You mean... Exactly. The moon guides you!
Objection!
It could be cloudy on the night of the incident, so it's not a problem at all.
Objection!
Please, take a look at the weather report from the night of the incident, which you presented in court yesterday, Prosecutor Ray. The report states it was clear and cloudless in the Nightfall Valley that night, with high visibility. Furthermore, even in the footage captured by the camera, the moon in the sky is clearly visible. Huh? Good job, Chief! But what's the point? Miss Lemon, I know you're hiding something, but I have to make the issue clear. On the night of the incident, did you really look out of the window? If not, why did you lie to us? What? But I absolutely did! There was really nothing! Every word in the evidence shows that, even if you couldn't see the moon due to the obstruction of houses and forests, the scene outside the window should not be pitch black.
Objection!
The defense is making a fuss over irrelevant details. It's ridiculous. Perhaps the witness just didn't look carefully and made the mistake in the memory.
Objection!
If she didn't look carefully, why did she say it in front of so many people? The objection of the prosecution is unreasonable. Huh. Since you're so sure, Mr. Drake, tell us your brilliant theory. Your brilliant game theory. Why would the witness lie? Well, indeed. It's an undeniable contradiction. I really don't see Annie having any reason to lie. So it was someone else's fault. My Shayla! My Shayla! No! You monsters! You little dick pads! Why? No! Freaking dried up old ass socks. Why? do this? Why did you do this? Now we know who needs to be arrested. The lawyers. And Alter. I'm not strong enough for this, man. I didn't lie. I didn't see anything that night for real. Yeah, fuck you. I know I made a resolution to try my best not to swear, but in this situation, I feel like it's a sin not to swear. Fuck you. Yeah, fucking bitch. Fucking shameless sewer rat. If you were a snail, I'd pour salt on you. Bitch. Order. Order! Oh boy. The entire court is against me now. I'm against you now! Ow! Ow. I should... Ow, ow, ow. Okay, that hurt. I'm against you now. You made me hit the table, but I missed the table and hit myself. That's how pissed I am. Ouch. Chief, was it necessary to be so harsh on Annie? Even I can't stand on the united front with you on this. Don't. Fuck him. Fuck him. Okay? Stella, fuck him up right now. And then me afterwards. Please, I mean... what? Mr. Drake, since you insist that the witness is lying, can you explain to the court the reason? Well... I want to continue questioning, but it's such an atmosphere. I definitely would be burnt to ash by the audience with one more word. Yeah, fuck you. Fucking bitch. Oh my goodness. You don't deserve any presents on your birthday. I hope you go to the toilet and when it flushes, it overflows. And then someone catches you trying to run away from it. Or I hope that you drop your keys and then you pick them up and then you try to use them again and then you drop them again. That's what you deserve for what you just did. You freaking subhuman piece of... Okay, no, you're not a piece of shit. You are the whole thing. You're a whole shit. I hope you get constipated, okay? Yeah? And then when it's halfway out, it stays stuck in there. So you're stuck in in like constipation limbo. Or the Schrodinger's cat, except for your constipation. That's a disgusting analogy, but you deserve it. Because disrespectfully, fuck you. I'm not over it, by the way. I will remember this. Huh. Wrecked your brains, huh? The prosecution believes such a trivial matter is not worth discussing. Annie's testimony is more than sufficient to establish the motive of the defendant. Come on, I need to change the topic. The evidence submitted by the defense yesterday merely suggests the possibility of a third party. However, if we rule out outsiders, the villagers have no way to leave the village without being caught on camera. All your words are in vain. Avoiding the cameras is not possible. I was trying to gather more information before putting forward the way of avoiding the camera. Well, these tricks won't work, especially since I'm up against Prosecutor Ray. Don't think you can delay any longer with the bluff. It's just a waste of time. Your Honor, I believe there's no need to continue questioning anymore. What should we do, Chief? Sis is pressuring the judge to verdict. Although the contradiction in the witness's testimony are puzzling, I don't see any relevance to this case. I don't see any... Yeah. Yep. So nice you have to say it twice. Currently, the surveillance footage at the village entrance is the strongest alibi for all villagers. Since the defense can't refute the claim, I'm ready to proceed with the verdict.
Read it back.
Your Honor, the defense believes there is another possibility to discuss. Ah? Are you going to say that you found a way to bypass the camera? Yes. Although it might be slightly different from your bypassing. The police investigation report denies any means to bypass the camera while leaving the village. If your way is not feasible, the court will impose severe punishment on you. Understood. It'll be fine, I hope. To prevent the defense from bluffing, I'll add more to the punishment. I never seen such a severe punishment before, Chief. Please don't make any mistakes. Okay. Well. Even my hands are trembling. I better hide them under the table so Luna won't notice. So, defense, what is the method to bypass the camera at the village entrance and leave the village? By the way, I'm hoping this is the wrong one. The method is to bypass the camera at the village entrance and leave the village. The method to bypass the camera at the village entrance and leave the village is actually very simple. Although the camera doesn't have blind spots, there is a significant blind time. Alter Lemon once mentioned that the activation time of the camera perfectly aligns with the curfew, which means there won't be any recorded footage if entering or exiting the village out of the curfew hours. Yeah, exactly. If someone leaves the village before the curfew and waits outside till dawn, and entered the village after 8 AM, when the curfew was lifted, he could quietly conceal his nighttime activities. Therefore, the defense argues that the prosecution claims that all villagers have alibis is untenable. I was trying to pick the wrong option, to see the dialogue for the wrong option. What? 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 Order. Huh? But we're absolutely not allowed to leave the village at night. Although it's hard to believe, The possibility given by the defense cannot be ignored. Chief, good job, but spending the whole night in the wilderness sounds a bit far-fetched. The premise of our defense is that the killer is someone else, and this person does not appear in the footage. After excluding all possibilities, the only remaining possibility is the truth. This is the basic logic of deduction. But Chief, does the killer really hide among the villagers? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure about identifying the suspect just yet. It seems I have to take it step by step. Your Honor, the defense requests to examine all the key witnesses about their activities throughout the day of the incident. If you want to find out whether someone left the village during the day and didn't return at night, this is the best way indeed. What about the prosecution's opinion? Regarding the defense's position, the prosecution also believes it's worth discussing. However, Your Honor, what if the defense's questioning doesn't yield any substantial progress? Continuously questioning multiple villagers in court is very time-consuming. Therefore, we want to propose a condition. If the defense's questioning doesn't lead to any breakthroughs, Your Honor, you should render a verdict immediately. Due to the victim's unique identity, the court seeks to reach a swift verdict to provide clarity to the relevant authorities. To avoid further delays in the trial, I believe the prosecution's suggestion is reasonable. Chief, could the condition proposed by Sis be a trap? You should object to it. When I brought up that possibility, Prosecutor Ray didn't show the slightest hint of surprise, which means she is still in control of everything in the trial. Perhaps she already investigated the villagers' activities that day and set up this trap for us. Even if I wanted to object, the judge and the entire court have been convinced by her words just now. Then what can we do? I have no room to retreat whatsoever. If it were in a boxing ring, I would have already been pushed into a corner. Your sister, Stella Ray, is a formidable opponent indeed. However, defense, what do you think? The defense accepts. Very well. However, as attorneys, we bear the interests and even the life of our clients. When necessary, we must be prepared to take risks, even if we know that lions lie ahead. The villagers relevant are Annie Lemon, Alter Lemon, and Vincent Lemon. Since one of them is already on the witness stand, let's start with her. So, young lady, please state your actions of the day of the incident. Understood. At noon of the day of the incident, Wolfgang arrived in the village carrying a large backpack. Grandpa was bedridden, so he told me to receive him. I was very happy. Then I took him to the guest room, which is next to Mr. Giordano. By the way, I saw a beautiful painting hanging outside of Dr. Vincent's house that day. The sky and the city in the painting were splendid, and there were lovely moons. After that, I went back to take care of Grandpa until Wolfgang came for dinner. Once the curfew started, I stayed by Grandpa's side and didn't leave the house anymore. Testimony seems to be ordinary. So no one can directly prove that Miss Lemon was still in the village before the curfew. But I never thought of going out during the curfew. How could I?
Objection!
Hey you, when will you stop offending the young girl with such despicable language? Are you planning to accuse her of murder? I'm about to beat the shit out of him. What? I didn't do anything! No, Miss Lemon. I had no intention of accusing you. I just wanted to confirm the situation. Is that so? You're worrying the poor thing. I'm gonna go and beat your ass, okay? If Stella doesn't do it already. Of course. Oh no. I fell for her trick again. To avoid annoying the crowd in the courtroom, I need to be extremely careful when questioning Annie. Defense, you may proceed with your questioning.
Wait a sec.
Are you sure he arrived at the Lemon Village at noon on the 19th? Yeah, I'm sure. We don't have many visitors in our village, and it's even rarer to see someone about my age. For the witness, having a young visitor is like a festival. How could she remember it wrong? What were you doing before he arrived? I was brewing medicine for Grandpa. The smell of medicine was awful, so I added some lemon tea in it secretly. Are you sure it's okay to randomly add things to a prescription? I don't think so.
Wait a sec.
Can you describe the painting in detail? In this painting...
Objection!
The police didn't find any paintings at the scene. This topic is irrelevant. Objection sus... Huh? But I really like that painting. Mr. Beard, can I talk about it? How could you resist? Come on. Yes, you can. I guarantee with this gavel that you can say whatever you want. Whatever. See, even she can't refuse. Her. Based. Okay. The judge definitely prepared to see objection sustained just now. It should be a night scene in the painting. Various color spots and round things hanging in the sky. I suppose those are the legendary moons. Wait a minute. Isn't there only one moon? How can there be many round things? Eh? There's only one moon in the sky? I've never been out at night. I thought there were many moons. Chief, you shattered Annie's wonderful fantasy. No. Not really. I mean, sure, that's one thing, but in exchange for a fantasy, she gets something much more priceless. A fact about the real world. How long can such a fantasy be sustained? But then again, what kind of painting does she see indeed? Great, which one did I do and which one did I not do?
Wait a sec.
Were you so happy? Why were you so happy? Because I have never left Nightfall Valley since birth. I have only seen the outside world in comics and on TV. Wolfgang seemed to know a lot, and just the thought of hearing many fresh stories made me very happy. Is your impression of the defendant, Wolfgang Caulfield, that he is very knowledgeable? Yeah? It's like what they say in books, refined and cultured? I don't know what books you're reading, but they need to be refunded. Or returned. Or ripped up. Out of all the objectives, really, those. When mentioning the wolf guy, Annie becomes talkative. But if I had to live in a remote village like her, oh god, I can't imagine it. Given a computer and internet access, you can live anywhere.
Wait a sec.
So from the afternoon till dinner that day, you stayed at your own house? Yeah. Grandpa's been bedridden lately. And there are many things that only I can help with. I couldn't leave casually. What a nice granddaughter. I Oh man. I sense a hint of envy in the judge's words. Oh man. It seems that the village chief is the strongest alibi of Annie. So it might be meaningless to suspect her. But not him.
Wait a sec.
It was you who took him to the guest room. Yeah? He initially wanted to set up a tent at the square, but there was still a guest room left, so I took him there. Setting up a tent in the village does seem like that guy's style. While you were talking to him in the guest room, was there anything noteworthy? Like encountering the victim or other villagers? It was during the lunch break, so everyone was probably resting, but...
Wait a sec.
Did you not leave when fetching water, taking out the trash, or going to the toilet? Because we couldn't leave the house at night, we developed the habit of finishing all the tasks before curfew. As for toilet, there's one inside the house. Witness, you don't have to answer such a private question. Objection sustained. Mr. Drake, your question is too personal. Agreed. Why is everyone suddenly attacking me? Hey man, you better watch yourself. I would say you're walking on thin ice. But that'd be nice. You'll be limping across it after we're all done with you. But well, it seems no doubt that she never left the house during the curfew.
Wait a sec.
It was you who took her to the guest room. Yeah, initially you wanted to set up a tent at the square, but there was still a guest room left, so I took him there. Setting up a tent in the village does seem like that guy's style. While you were taking him to the guest room, was there anything noteworthy? Like encountering the victim or other villagers? It was during the lunch break? Oh. Did I? I don't know. I don't know which one I did and didn't do.
Wait a sec.
When you say Dr. Vincent's house, are you referring to the village clinic? Yeah, it seems like he hung the painting by the window. I saw it while passing through the square. The window. I've been to that square many times, but I don't recall anything hanging to the clinic's window. The police didn't find any paintings inside or outside the clinic during the search. But I did see it. So Miss Lemon witnessed a disappearing painting? How could something just disappear out of no reason? Could Annie mistake something else for a painting? The point is interesting. I wonder if I have any evidence resembling a beautiful painting. If I show it to her, maybe she'll remember something.
Objection!
Miss Lemon, is this what you call the beautiful painting? A loading screen? Of course. Yeah, that's what I saw! Oh no! Oh no, oh! Isn't this the world famous masterpiece? Although the material of the canvas is a bit particular, it is Van Gogh's famous work Starry Night. What, not parodying that? After his second mental breakdown, he drew the mad yet beautiful night sky as he saw it in the Saint Remy de Provence asylum. I didn't expect Prosecutor Ray to have such an artistic taste, but that's not my point. Your Honor, rather than saying the canvas is unique in material, it's more accurate to say that this is not a painting at all. Why? The actual purpose of this evidence is a tablecloth. During a search, it was placed in the clinic of Lemon Village, which was also the residence of Dr. Vincent. I see. Because Miss Lemon mentioned a painting on the wall, we assumed its material was paper. Therefore, this painting didn't disappear. It was simply put back on the table by its owner. Oh, I see. Great, Chief. We finally find a contradiction in the...
Nonsense!
Oh, man. Man, if I buy the soundtrack, it better all go to the, it better go to the composer. All of it. I better hear from them. I better not hear his half or his cut. Only his, all of it. If I buy the soundtrack. Oh my god. Whew. So, what does the defense want to demonstrate with the tablecloth? Well, it's possible that the village doctor just took down the tablecloth to decorate the window temporarily, or the tablecloth was wet and hung outside to dry. No matter what the reason is, it has no relevance to the case. You won't tell us that this tablecloth is the murder weapon, right? No, I think, but you do have a very active imagination. Your Honor, I can no longer tolerate the defense and request to immediately halt the questioning of the witness. Well, my information gathering seems to be at an end. A night sky without a moon and a tablecloth that changed position. Since I can't figure out what they mean yet, I'll just observe and see how it unfolds. The court believes the witness's testimony has failed to prove her connection to the case. The defense has not obtained any valuable information. To save time, the prosecution may summon the next witness. Okay. If that's so, the next witness came here yesterday. I request the defense to finish the questioning ASAP. The witness who came here yesterday. It must be him again, right? I'll deal with you next time. Yep, I'm cutting it short to make it easier to edit. The last video had like almost 3 hours of raw footage, and it is a bitch to edit or go through and cut, to be more precise. So, well, I hope it gets better, you know. Oh, that's workflow stuff. How's the game? How's the story? Well, it was interesting to see Annie on stage. It was nice to see her being all cute and stuff. And I wonder if Wolfgang and Annie are a thing. Collie Annie? I want Collie Annie to happen. Or Wolf Annie. Or Annie Gang. Yeah, Ann Gang. I want Ann Gang to be a thing. And at the same time, not really. I might be a bit sad, but at the same time, I want Annie to be happy. And speaking of that, yes, I don't think Charlie will be my favorite character in the game. After what he did. The freaking caucasity of that bitch. Why, man? So yeah, I know who is not my favorite character. Might be down there because I hate him. I mean, he's not a bad character. He just made Annie cry. And that's more than enough reason. And it's a bit funny seeing even Stella like yield to her innocence. Very nice. 10 out of 10. Anyway, I like the video. You know, a short video means short summary. So not a lot to say. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Yeah. Thank you so much. Wait, I feel like I should say something before that. Oh yeah. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Trials of Innocence. And if you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.